no Mount Everest, but it's close enough. For an indoor climbing wall, that is. The world's tallest indoor Via Ferrata climbing wall makes its home in Singapore, and at the most unique place at that, Orchard Central. Standing at a height of 30 meters or 5 stories, this is one wall that pushes its climbers to the limit, not only because of its height, but because of the new sporting activity it offers. Via Ferrata, which is Italian for Iron Way, is a climbing sport which was previously only available in Europe. In fact, the only other indoor Via Ferrata climbing wall is in Germany. But first-time climbers need not worry about the difficulty of the sport.
The people who have tried this now, they realize that actually, as you climb along, there are many rest breaks interspersed in the climb. There is a large possibility for people to actually sit and rest while they're in the harness, so that allows them to recover their energy. And we've seen kids as young as 12 years old make it all the way up to the top of the wall. So we are sure that a lot of Singaporeans are ready for this. We just need to let them come along and try the Via Ferrata.
And what else should we know about the sport?
As you can see on the Via Ferrata wall behind us, there's many rungs, and along the way it's very easy for the climber to sit on the rungs or just perch on the rungs and take a break, take a rest, and then regroup the energy to keep climbing along. So this is one of the secrets of the Via Ferrata. It's always easy to take a rest, and it's so different from the normal rock climbing wall. If we knew that if we had a traditional rock climbing system, it's almost impossible. It would take maybe only 0.5% of Singapore population can actually climb to the top. But with now the Via Ferrata system, we want to open this up to the masses. That's what we want to do with the Via Ferrata now. So
why is it this wall was built in a shopping mall? Why not like Singapore Sports School or Polytechnic?
Well, this is precisely the kind of image that we didn't want to portray. We didn't want to portray this as a super hardcore sports activity or something only for the young Polytechnic students in the Poly. By positioning ourselves here in the mall, this is a brand new sport to introduce to Singaporeans. So is there a target audience for this? We want to bring the Via Ferrata as a group activity. How we do it is we actually dispatch the climbers 4 at a time, and they're all roped together on one common safety line. Because of this 4 at a time concept, it could either be a family unit or it could be a group of 4 friends, maybe you and 3 other friends, and then you all climb together, and there's tremendous interaction between the 4 persons. They have to manage that rope as they go along. There's a lot of group bonding and a lot of good feelings whenever they reach the top. We've always seen climbers reach the top. They give high fives to themselves, they give high fives to our mountain guides. It's a great feeling for everybody. So let's say your family comes, they've never done climbing before. So how would you deal with that? Is there a tutorial for them set aside? That's right. Tutorial is quite a good word. We actually have a lovely hands-on tutorial. It's organized to run for about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how large the group size is. This tutorial allows them to practice on level ground first, and at the same time our trained mountain guides will be observing the performance of each individual before we feel that they're safe to go. If the individual is demonstrating that they're fumbling or not comfortable with operating the equipment, we would actually politely request for them to take the shorter course, or in extreme cases we would actually have to say, sir or madam, we feel you're not ready yet, can we give you more training on another day, and then you can do the Via Ferrata another time. However, will Singaporeans take to the sport?
Yeah, of course, it was never there, so there was no interest because most of the people don't even know.
To find out if Patrick Andre is right or wrong, RazorTV hits the streets. That's in our next video, Will You Climb a Via Ferrata?